Good morning. This is Sunday, so happy Resurrection Day. Happy Easter. Of course, this will air tomorrow, but say it again because it's a wonderful day. He is risen. Good morning. This is Southwest Florida, Living in Faith. My name is Laura. If this is your first time here, hello. And if you're returning, welcome back. I am on my way getting up out the door to church, and I was thinking about stopping at a park on the way back and then just doing my Sunday. But I want to get on here and say good morning. I also get on here and look at, like, girl, you know you need something, right? Go here and read the daily verse for today. This is April. Today, the 5th, Resurrection Day. Galatians 2:21. I don't reject the grace of God, for if righteousness is through the law, then Christ died for nothing. Amen. Lord, for your grace and all those mercies and all those sweet promises. Okay, before I go, Malachi, I see up there. I wanted to show you guys something. I went through all the Illy espresso beans that I bought, and Costco has a great package. Of course, you know they sell bulk, so there's like I don't know, 4 or so Cafe Bustelos, but they're in the bag. So like whenever you get them, you got to put it in Pyrex or do something with it because it's messy, right? I'm like, life hack. Instead of the Pyrex, I'm just going to put it in there. Boom. It fits. I just did a bag and the whole bag fit in there. So I don't know. I'm just saying, if anybody else is like, you know, I like that, but it's kind of ridiculous digging out the Pyrex every time. Well, now you know. Hello from Oscar Scherer Park in Osprey, Florida. This is just south of Sarasota, and there's a beautiful lake behind me. They have a lot of camping sites, RV, and all this, and hiking trails. And so I was bringing you guys along, as I mentioned earlier this morning after church. I was going to come over here and just kind of take a nice little walk in the park here. I really love Florida parks. Well, not that I can say I've been to a state park I didn't like, but this one is exceptionally beautiful. Look at this. Comes across this creek here.
Pedal boats. Might have been really close back in the days. True.
Might have been the original bridge. Gorgeous. Plenty of fish down in there too. Of course, they have restrooms, facilities spread throughout. They have so many things. Dining area, cookout, all kinds of amenities. There's a children's park. There's even some things you can do down the river as well. They have a lot to offer here. And at the moment, as I was coming in, I had the guy at the post asked if I was camping because they're full. And I said no. So just here for the hiking. And that I could do. So you can come and hike anytime. But they were full with the camping. Okay, let me get somewhere else. So the spot I was just at was Green Trail. Now we'll take you back through some RV parks and past the picnic area on the river area, which has kayaking. That word escaped me. And so, but I have turned around. I have not been over here. And this has red trail and a blue trail. And not really sure how much of anything I'm doing. I really just wanted to, I probably should have worn some shorts or something if I was gonna really come out here to do this, but I'm just out here to take in the scenes, the nature, before I drive all the way back home. I know there is some other things I need to do. I need to go stop for gas or maybe this or that, the other thing, I don't even know. Just got done with church. Wonderful sermon because it's Sunday. I'll most definitely post the Superior Word sermon once it gets uploaded. It always is a few hours later and I'm not home anyway. So typically by the time I'm working on mine, that's when I'll see it a post and then I can put the link in the description. Same as always. Wonderful sermon. And talking, of course, with it being Resurrection Day, was talking about comparing it to the sign of Jonah, and really beautiful. And I've heard many different references to the sign of Jonah many times, but he gives a thorough review of that. The signs of the times and watching for Jesus, watching for the rapture. I've heard the saying that the sign of Jonah will be when the church is raptured, and that might be a big clue for everybody that gives an ounce of attention. And I could turn that into a mustard seed of faith, right? But this is truly profound, and I do believe what is correct when it comes to the sign of Jonah, because they should really, Israel itself should know the Old Testament very well, and know so much that's referencing, including like Isaiah 53. So much of it is speaking about the Lord, and yet the hearts are so hardened. And although individuals these days are coming to know Jesus, and oh look, they have a nice little bench right here. That helps. Oh, a little bit more huffier puffier. This is all sand. Each step I'm pulling up sand here. But it is gorgeous. And I'm just gonna really just keep going until I tell myself, okay, I gotta turn around and walk back. It's a warm one today. I think mid-80s. And well, that would be perfect beach weather though, let me tell you. But what I was saying, the sign of Jonah, it's a wonderful, oh, there goes a dragonfly. Wonderful sermon. The sign of Jonah speaking to reaching the Gentiles and casting, well, the Lord taking the weight of our sin. And how Hades could not hold him, vomited him out like Jonah from the whale. It was very, very cool. Oh, how nice. They do have little markers going. So that's good. And, wow, nice dragonfly. And it's a beautiful service. And, oh, Caterpillar! Go, go, go! And, now I gotta fly. And, just a beautiful service. It was nice to see so many there, and just a wonderful time contemplating. Oh, look, we got a blossom. I would see these like really big. That's prickly pear, but it's like so tiny. Oh, there goes some pears in there. Prickly pear. A lot of those in Arizona, and I love prickly pear. And could even get them in the market, like Food City, the store down there. And you can get things that you don't typically get at the store. Prickly pear was one, and I attempted to make prickly pear jelly. I think it could have been a little bit thicker, a little bit more like jam. I say mine was like jam. It was like I was making jam. But could have been a little bit thicker. And but it was good. Let me tell you, it was good. And oh, very nice. The markers. Here's another bench. Okay, I just got back in the car and had to turn the air on, definitely, for just a couple minutes before I could get on here. I wanted to get on here because I'm definitely going to toy with how I upload it, just in case, to kind of give you an idea of Oscar Scherer Park. There's a whole bunch of like camping, parking, RV parking, all these things. They have a pool, they have all kinds of things going on. And the green trail that has started out there kind of will take you through all of that. I did not continue on with that. I just really like that bridge that was leading there. But that little bridge leads you over to like the more main area, where they have some facilities as well too. And they have a park right now that's busy with kids. And I don't want to go camera everybody's kids like that, and there's birthday parties. There are all kinds of Easter parties probably going on. There's a lot going on here today. It is a busy day, but I went from there, and then I actually walked over to do the Blue Trail, which was nice. The sand was hot though, so some areas where the sand was thicker, like where I first started, that was hard to kind of walk through, and I felt it burning. And then I was like, yay, okay, so the rest of this is like a little bit higher up. We got a little bit of grass or something to give you your footing, and the trail was easier that way. Then when it was coming back, that sand got super thick again and it was burning hot, and I thought, I just am not burning my feet no more. And I kind of broke it off and came out another way, but I was grateful for it because I was kind of at the end anyway. But because I came out where I did, it brought me back over to that lake, and I wanted to have better shots of that anyways. So I went just like a little bit around that lake. That lake, they've got picnic areas, group picnics for, when they do summer camps and different things like that. So it's a beautiful area. I just hit parts of it today. It's not the biggest state park by any means, but it's really super nice. It's just south of Sarasota. I always pass it going back and forth to Sarasota. I always pass it when I take 41. And so 41 puts you really you're on the coastline. So you could RV here if you were planning like a camping trip or something. You could park here and hit the beaches, is what I'm saying. You are right there. We are right here. Like the beaches are all just minutes away. So it's very nice, and I like camping. So I am, at this point, I've done a lot of camping. And at this point, if I do anything, I'm a little bit leaning. And when I say a little bit, I mean like all the way leaning towards glamping. I like the idea of glamping. I feel like my tent days have been filled. And if I do anything else, I just want it to be a bit nicer, but also be out there. So like I see the RV campers and different things like that. And I'll watch a couple channels and follow them. Some that just lived in Florida and would do weekend trips. And now one of the couple is they just stopped rental and they want to do full-time RVing for a while. Her husband works at home, and so he can kind of do that. So that's awesome. And they just want to travel and do more, see more. So that's way cool. So I like the idea of glamping. I don't know that I want a full RV time, and work. I think for me it'd be difficult. I don't know though. I'm not really considering it, so I'm not putting any thought into it. So, but I'm just saying that would be how I roll now. I think my tent days are done. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I can't say I'm not the Lord, but I would be just like, my tent days are done. Please. Please. And to do anything else to be more. But this is a beautiful area to come hike. Some people are coming here just to do the biking. Like I mentioned, there's kayaking, and you could rent kayaks. I did not pass that today. They have one of those things where you can scan and to get the bits and then go. So I'm not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure it's counted in with your camping fees and stuff like that. So it's like get on the app kind of thing. So new. But either way, I am headed back. I got to
I didn't plan this out very well at all. I just was like, oh, I'll stop at the park on the way home. And it's warmer, which I love. But if I was going to go like do a trail, I should have had something a little lighter on pants wise, because it's not bad. In fact, I'm used to it. This is Florida, Arizona. You know, one, your sweat shows, and the other one, it's so dry, your sweat just gets evaporated, you know, but either way, it's kind of the same that way. And, but I didn't plan it, and I need to stop to get a drink. I already drank through my coffee earlier. I brought a coffee to go, and so I've got to stop somewhere and get a drink.
Wawa's accomplished. I'm so excited. And mixed stuff up in there. I was there at the screen for so long. Other people coming up saying, I'm sorry, excuse me. And I'm like, nope, it's not you, it's me. There's too many decisions. I finally committed, hit Dr. Pepper, then it asked me what flavor, Dr. Pepper, and hold on. It's a lot of decisions. It's kind of neat, but still. Look at this, everyone. I was like, I'm gonna go to Costco to get gas, and then I looked at it and I was like, it's really empty. I've never seen it empty, like, to come in. And then I look over and I'm like, it's really empty. It's really empty. It's because it's Easter. It's Easter. What am I thinking? So I Googled it. I was like, Costco, I thought was open on Sundays, and it was like Easter. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, apparently the hike messed me up. I forgot that it was all that, and I should have been thinking about that. Like, not every place is going to be open. But wanted to share that. It's actually pretty cool because I can get gas anytime, and no big thing. But that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad that they're closed down for the holiday. And what? Somebody was zooming. Oh, what? Was it you, Miss Nalkaya? Do you have the zoomies? Had a really nice day. I hope everybody had a great Easter. Could spend time with any friends or family and loved ones if you've got them, and then stay just uplifted in the Lord and what Jesus has done for us. For all those who believe in Him, put your faith in Jesus, and keep everyone in your prayers. I had a beautiful service. Stirred everything all up, of course, and wonderful service. Enjoyed stopping by Oscar Scherer Park. The sand in the trail got me a little hotter, but I didn't really know how far I was gonna go. I just kept going. Either way, and it's not like I went that far, but listen, Zoomy girl. Listen, Zoomy girl. She said, you're back home. I got the zoomies. Except she's trying to settle down. And you might do parkour. You like to do parkour too? I mean, you gonna give us a show? Oh, nope. She said I'm done. She got her steps in today too. And just thank you, each and every one of you that has watched this, returns, like, subscribe if you want, leave me a comment, prayer request, you can put it in there. I'll leave the link to the Superior Word Church sermon, and I could also leave the link for JD Farag, Calvary, Keneohe. There are other pastors. He is the pastor there, but Calvary, Keneohe, I can leave the link. Their services maybe haven't quite started yet because they are Hawaii time. And but otherwise, those are two great churches I always recommend, and I'd like to leave those links for everyone on Sundays. And I thank you for spending your time with me throughout this day, and I'll see you on the next one.